Hello everyone, I'm Shirley Wang, a PhD student from Stevens Institute of Technology in New Jersey, US. Today I'm going to present our work titled Structured Membership Inference Attacks Against Graph Neural Networks. This is a joint work with my advisor Wonder Huang from Stevens, and this work is funded by National Science Foundation. Graph neural networks are vulnerable to various types of attacks, such as membership inference attack, attribute inference attack, property inference attack, structure reconstruction, and so on. Because there are a bunch of words for some privacy attacks against GNs, I only cite some typical words here. In our work, we focus on structure membership inference attacks, abbreviated as SDA. The test goal is to infer if a set of k-type nodes forms a specific structure in the training graph of a given GNN, and now the previous work have studied SDA. The reason why SDA is important is that it can pose significant privacy risks to individuals, for example, the secret romantic relationship among the users. In our work, we focus on two fundamental subgraph structures. The key-hop path denotes the sequential of k-addresses and edges connecting distinct nodes. In the paper, we only consider loop-free key-hop path, and the clicks represents a subgraph comprising key nodes where each node is interconnected with each other nodes. For example, in the figure, the node BDE form a two-hop path and node ABC form a three-click. Three-click is also referred to as a triangle. We make the following contributions. First, we formally define the key SMEA problem. Then we devise the black box attacks that infer structured membership using predicted outputs from type model. We extend the black box SMEA to white box, which leverage node embeddings for attack inference, and we extend SMEA to SCA that infer specific subgraph structure of the type nodes. We evaluate the performance of SMEA on 3 representative GN models and real-world data. After that, we design defense mechanisms that add factor noise to the embedding dimensions of least significance. And empirical assessment demonstrates that our defense achieves a better defense utility trade-off than the distinct defense mechanisms. Next, I'll introduce the paper for the following 4 aspects: the design of the attack, the evaluation, the defense mechanism, and the conclusion. In this work, we assume that the adversary has a black box asymmetry type model, namely the posterior classification probabilities of specific nodes when creating the target model and the shadow model. And here we also have a shadow model, which may have its own structure, its node attributes, and may from different domains of the type graph. Then the SMEA is denoted as the mapping function. Given the posteriors Vi to Vk from type model and adversary knowledge, the adversary can map them to different classes, whether they constitute a k-click, k-1 hop path, or the absence of both structures. And I'll introduce the attack. It includes 3 phases: the shadow model training phase, attack model training phase, and membership inference phase. In shadow model training phase, the adversary randomly unsample T subgraphs from the shadow graph G shadow to train the T shadow model. In attack model training phase, with the posteriors of nodes from shadow graph for shadow model, we generate a SMEA training dataset and train the attack classifier. In the feature design, for each node set and each similarity metric, we pairwise calculate similarity within a node set, and next sort the similarity in descending order, then concatenate the rank similarity based on all types of similarity metrics to form the attack feature, and then add the pair of attack feature and its corresponding label to the attack training dataset. In the membership inference phase, given node set and posteriors of nodes, The DAG generates a tag feature by using the same ways as that is using the attached model training phase, which is the input of the training classifier to predict the label of the type model set. Let's now introduce the variation part. We consider three real-world data, namely Scikit, Google+, and LaSTF, which are popularly used for graph learning in the literature. We consider three widely used GM models, namely GCN, SAGE, and GIT. We use the tag accuracy, the AUC true positive rate at false positive rate to measure the tag effectiveness, and use the AUC of the classification to measure the type model performance. We compare our tag model with the three baselines in three data. Baseline 1 is threshold-based method, which is an ensemble of three threshold sub-attacks, and each sub-attacks uses one of the similarity matrix. In baseline 2, we use the combination of posterior vectors instead of the combination of similarities. And in baseline 3, we adapt the existing posterior-based LMIA to our setting. Then we infer all of the links based on LMIA first, and then infer the subgraph. We evaluate the effectiveness of SMIA and two settings, one of the non-transfer setting, namely the shadow dataset and tidy dataset are sampled from the same graph, and the tidy GN and the shadow GN with the same attacher. Another one is the transfer setting, namely the dataset transfer setting, and the GN model transfer setting I will introduce later. This figure shows the attack performance and the non-transfer setting. The 3S-MIA engine for 3 clicks and 2 hop paths and neither of them, and 4S-MIA engine for the 4 clicks and 3 hop paths and neither of them. In this figure, we observe that the attack accuracy of the attack is highly effective, and our attack outperforms all 4 baseline in all settings. The figure shows the attack performance and the data transfer setting and model transfer setting. The data transfer setting, the shadow dataset, and tidy dataset are sampled from different graphs. And in the GN model transfer setting, the shadow GN and tidy GNs are different with different attachers. For both settings, we observe that the attack remains successful in both subsettings. And we assess the effectiveness of our attack on large subgraph, namely 6S-MIA and 10S-MIA, with a attack type containing 6 and 10 nodes. This table reports the balanced accuracy of 6S-MIA and 10S-MIA and the non-transfer setting. The results show that our attack remains highly effective in inferring these larger subgraphs. This result significantly outperforms the baseline accuracy of 0.33, which represents a random guess scenario, and this underscores the capability of our data to successfully infer the larger subgraphs. And let's now introduce our difference mechanisms. The key idea of our difference mechanism is to add noise to the embeddings of the GNs. The challenge here is that adding noise can cause significant accuracy loss on node embeddings, so we propose a solution that with selective adding noise to the embedding dimensions that are at least important. It includes 3 steps. First, we estimate the importance of the embedding dimensions by using sharp value-based method. Second, we rank the embedding dimensions based on their importance. And third, we add Laplace noise to the partial embedding dimensions of the lowest importance. Here, D is the embedding dimension and R is the perturbation ratio. We compare our difference mechanism with 2 baselines, the differential probability-based method and noise posterior-based method. The differential probability-based method input by DPS-JD as noise to the gradient of the GN, and noise posterior as Laplace noise to the posterior vectors. This figure shows the trade-off against the SMIA on GNs. We vary the noise scale and perturbation ratio and evaluate the attack accuracy and time model accuracy under different settings. Then we plot the trade-off curve Each point corresponds to a correct pair of the attack accuracy and target model accuracy. In the figure, star means attack accuracy and target model accuracy without defense. We observe that our defense mechanisms consistently outperform both baselines, considering the trade-off between attack performance and inverted quality. When the attack accuracy approaches 0.5, the target model performance of our method is still very high. To summarize in the work, we designed the first structural membership inference attack against GNs, and our empirical study demonstrates the effectiveness of SMIA against three representative GN models. We designed a new defense mechanism to counteract the GNs to SMIA and showcase that our defense approach provides strong defense against SMIA while maintaining target model accuracy through empirical evaluation. In our future work, we will explore SMIA effectiveness across diverse adversarial knowledge setting, and we will extend the scope of SMIA to inferring the other graph structures such as strongly connected components and stars. Okay, this is the end of my talk. Thank you for your attention, and I'm happy to take questions.